Honor and strength. Duke here from the brave new world. Welcome to my new video. I changed the topic a little bit. I chose the game on blockchain, Ethereum blockchain I think it is, War Riders. With the new version 0.5.3, there is a functional multiplayer. What is War Riders for those of you who don't have idea? War Riders is basically a crossout on blockchain with a little bit more realism. It's basically a game about cars with guns. The big difference between classic games and this game is that you mine their cryptocurrency called Benzene just by playing this game. You roam here with your car over the wasteland and search for the Benzene, their cryptocurrency. I'll show you some basic gameplay and tell you about my thoughts and fears about this game. First we're going to play this. With the new update 0.5.3 they fixed some issues from the previous version, which was also enabling multiplayer. We still have very limited options and we don't have sound, for example, here, which pisses me off a little bit, but it's alpha. Password, login. As you can see, I have just one SUV because I had no money for more. However, you can no longer buy SUVs, trucks and hovercrafts and tanks, because those were premium vehicles and their sale ended. The only way how you could do this is by buying it from someone else, but this thing is not implemented yet, so you can't really do that, but it will be possible. Let's go to the game. As you can see, you have basic options here, basic customization. Forgive the color of my car, I wanted it to be the color of the wasteland because you have a map wasteland, which is basically the Great Desert. And here you can insert your logo. Here's my professionally made logo of ECN, Electric Noobs, my guild. Let's go to the test drive. As you can see, this is just test drive location. Oh, what the Here you can see I have a machine gun. You have random weapons on your car. Here's Lambo, fastest car in the game. It's offline again, as in my previous gameplay on my Czech channel. But now I know that he has a rocket launcher on him. Let's try those new explosions. Come on, blow up. I think he has some kind of shield, like offline shield. That wasn't here either. The map seems to be a little different. There isn't many people testing it right now, as you can see. Let's see some basics. As you can see, the car doesn't have problem with the turn too much, which is good ability. You see? But the driving model is some kind of a raw thing. Oops. And also no collision damage. So you can't even damage someone else by rolling into him. You can't drift with your vehicle. Handbrake is space. And when you do that, he just stops. I don't know if it's just with SUV, but it also pisses me off a bit. Come on, wake up. I think this is one of the developers because he's there all the time. We want to see explosions. The abilities of the car are, for now, just the main weapon. And I hope they will implement this collision damage, as I said before. And I would also greet some environmental destruction, like this I can roll. And it could respawn after some period of time. I wouldn't mind that. Okay, let's talk a bit about this game as itself. So, let's drop here. I'll turn off the sounds on my headset because it's really loud and I cannot turn it off in game for now. So, War Riders is basically a game with its own cryptocurrency Benzen, as I said at the start. What the fuck? And you're gaining Benzen by searching this wasteland and fighting with your opponents, with other players, and destroying their car, because every car has its limited benzene tank. So you can basically destroy anyone with car with benzene and steal it from him. And then you try to some safe house, I guess, to your garage somewhere, and save it. That's what I understood for time. I don't really know how this would work because there's no information about this. There's just information that you should have as many vehicles as you can. And therefore, you will control the convoys of your cars. Also, not really specified. I don't know if you will control all of the cars somehow, or it will have just basic AI, like get from point A to point B, and you could choose between the vehicles and switch between them when you get attacked and try to defend yourself or your convoy. Or it will have some more complex AI to get from point A to point B while able to defend your convoy. As I said before, there are SUVs, trucks, which is a big car, the truck with massive benzene tank with limited ability to defend itself. So you will need something else, some more cars to defend it on its road. Then there is also hovercraft, which is what you might think. It hovers in the air, in mid-air, and I fear that this would be a bit overpowered, but in the time this thing spawns, everyone focuses their fire on this hovercraft, so it kinda deletes the advantage of this. And I wasn't able to really understand if it's overpowered or not because everyone focused on it and destroyed it pretty quick. Afterwards, there are tanks. Again, really strong vehicles with armor. And I think it has also a cannon or something like that. But the disadvantage is obviously it's very slow and it has a small benzene tank. So I guess it won't be used for, missions like the main vehicle. It will be just support to support your other vehicles and to defend them, because as itself it has no or limited value in these missions. Speaking about missions, there will be PvE and PvP missions. PvP will be the whole map, the whole world map, which will be implemented here. And you will basically do, as I said, you will roam over the massive map, search for benzene and fight with the other people. And then you will have a garage here, somewhere I guess, because I don't really know how would you store it, because you will be all the time under imminent threat of losing all your benzene because anyone could attack you. And PvE, player versus environment. Those missions should be something like races, I guess, or searching for the benzene. I still don't know anything about AI in this game, or if it even should be implemented. But I guess it's necessary to implement because of the PvE missions. I don't really know what else would you do except for racing or fighting with other NPCs. Now, to get to the core of this game, the core is obviously the benzene, the cryptocurrency, their own cryptocurrency. The benzene is worth $0.5 US dollar in the game. You are buying cars and some basic stuff for Ethereum through your MetaMask on their site. And after that you can buy some better stuff in the game with benzene. Or you can withdraw the benzene and convert it to other cryptocurrencies. Therefore, you will earn some money by just playing the game. But what worries me here is the sole system of implementing the benzene, the cryptocurrency. Because you have one number, and they just threw this number to the game. By the way, the benzene is not yet implemented in this game. It will come as the world map opens. And this number will be depleting by the time. They stated, the developers stated, that it will never run out because there are burning mechanism. When you take benzene, 30% of your findings will burn and return to the pool. The pool is basically the place or the number of this cryptocurrency where the whole cryptocurrency is. But this is not unlimited. Because you can say we have, I don't know, I don't remember the number. It's like 10 million of benzene. I don't really know. You might think it's big number. However, we are talking about potential hundreds of thousands of players, because potentially every miner would want to try this game. And there is no generation of benzene, as there is on Steam blockchain. Like, one Steam is generated per day or week. I don't really remember, but there is some generation. But here, no benzene will be generated. Developers stated that their burning mechanics will make the benzene extremely scarce, but not depleted completely, which is basically not really realistic. Because if you have no generation, no generating of new benzene, and you have stated amount of benzene, it will logically run out one day. It will take some time, but it will run out. It's inevitable. And therefore, when the benzene runs out, the game would technically lose its point. Because there would be no cryptocurrency to mine anymore, no benzene to fight for. This benzene is the core of the game, everything is built on that. The gameplay as itself is, well, so far it's mediocre, as I explained to you. There's not even customization of your weapons yet. The marketplace will be implemented for the weapons and the parts of car. The main issue will be implementing of the benzene itself. The hard part is behind them, because they made it functional on blockchain, I guess. And now they should implement the benzene itself somehow. We shouldn't be too critical, but there's also no reason to not be critical, at least at some point. We cannot apologize everything by saying it's just alpha. It was in development for some time. Okay, I guess this will be all of my concerns about this game. I just want to talk about it a little bit. If you have your own opinion about this game, you can write it down into the comments. I'm sorry I didn't show you some new explosions because no one is actually there right now. It's 10 AM. I have to record this video this time because we're moving on a vacation, so I'm not going to make some videos for a while again. But with this video I changed a topic of my channel a little bit to be more connected on blockchain, more situated to things about the blockchain. And I signed up for some more interesting games on the blockchain with real gameplay, not just clicking in the browser. There is really minimal chance I would get in there, but I'll try to, and I'll try to give you some intel about it. Okay, this will be all. I will give some fights in the end of the video. If something happens here by the time I edit the video. This really would be all. Thank you for watching this video. Write down your opinion on the game, and we'll see each other in the wasteland some other time. Goodbye.